I have my beer. I don't know what you're doing. Hi, Curtis.
Hi, Dan.
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
So the reason we're here today is because I have been watching, and you have been watching, but specifically I have been watching. It started with me watching the YouTube channel Arbiter Ian, and we will put links, as you say, in the doobly-doo to Arbiter Ian's channel. He and his friends, during lockdown, they started a series called A Tale of Four Gamers, which was based on a series of White Dwarf magazine articles
that continue to this day.
Oh, that's still an active thing?
They still do. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So what they have done, what they did, this is like the series is a year old now, and they picked a game they were doing at the time. They were doing Warhammer 5th edition. Then they did a second series, which they just wrapped. Actually, Ian released the finale this morning,
the day of recording,
as of our recording day, May 21st of the 2022 year of our Lord. Praise the Emperor. And that was their, what was it? Warhammer Underworlds?
Correct. Yeah.
The tabletop
it's one of the box games. It's a skirmish game.
Yeah. Yes. And so anyway, for these two series, what they had all agreed was to pick an army or a war band or a gang or whatever terminology applied to the specific game they were playing. And they committed to, by X date, when we get together and play in person, we will have these things painted. And it was motivation for them to get through their unpainted box, because they all had just crates of stuff.
Lord knows I have a pile of shame that takes up a majority of a corner in my office.
I certainly do as well. In fact, I opened up my closet over there a few minutes ago before we started recording to see what I had, and realized that most of it is actually in an offsite storage unit that I am paying way too much money a month for. So if I can paint that stuff, get it out of there, that'll maybe help me not have to pay for that offsite storage unit. Anyhow, so I thought, what if I did something similar, and then I pitched the idea to you, and you said you would be on board for that.
Yeah. And so since I'm coming down to Southern California in your neck of the woods in about a month, then we have about a month.
That doesn't give us much time. About a month?
About a month.
Like 4 weeks? 6 weeks?
Ish?
We don't know.
Ish?
We don't know. It's up in the air.
I forget.
I would like a deadline.
Yeah. Yeah. That we can get later.
Okay, so the thought is we need to come up with some thing that we can paint within that period of time. It's a very short period of time.
It is very short. Yes. Especially when with the two of us having other commitments.
The thought was, you have been really high on Kill Team since it was released in 2018. And for people who are unfamiliar with it, tell us what Kill Team is in relation to the Warhammer 40,000 universe.
Kill Team is a skirmish-sized game in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. So instead of the massive armies that you would have for the normal Warhammer 40,000 game, thousands of points, nearly 100 models per side, just the Kill Team is down to a squad or maybe 2 squads worth of guys. And then you fight on a much smaller board. Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go. The size of the board definitely fits on any kitchen table. In fact, it can fit on top of a TV tray if you balance carefully. And
that's small.
It's really small. It's only 22 by 30. And the game takes place over 4 total turns. And it's fast-paced, it's cinematic, and it's very, very characterful. So for people like us who came up on Dungeons and Dragons and making specific characters and wanting to see them progress and actually like have their stories get told by playing them out on the tabletop, Kill Team is a great game for us. Now, Kill Team 2018, which was the first modern version of the game, like Kill Team is actually in like version 4, if we're being very particular about it. The original version of Kill Team was an extra way to play back in the 3rd and 4th edition days. Then they released a board game called Kill Team, but that was more about the Ordo Xenos Death Watch kill teams. And so it was a board game. It was a gateway game to get people in.
Okay.
But then they started to make, then Games Workshop, as part of their corporate turnaround, and that's a longer story for a different time, started to make more gateway games again, which are smaller, easier to get into, less expensive. And skirmish games are a great way to be able to do that. And so Kill Team was the 40K version of that. Kill Team 18, it was released in 2018, which is where it gets its name. And it was basically 40K light. It was just a different version of the rules. It was kind of like if Necromunda and 40K had a baby, and it was a sloppy baby, and it was fun. But it's
a backseat baby.
Yeah, it had a lot of expansions right away. They offered a lot of different elite characters. And so the base game, in my opinion, I feel like this could be backed up by other people, was really solid, really easy to play. They later released elites, which allowed you to add things like Terminators and just bigger, heavy hitter models. And then they released commanders, which let you add like characters to your kill team.
Okay.
And then it just stopped feeling like squad-based combat and turned into, well, I'm just playing a really small game of 40K. Like, what's going on here? So my friends and I who played never really got out of, we never really expanded. Sometimes we'd use the elite lists just to be able to add like cool extra characters or whatever. But we mostly stayed to the core book because that was, in my opinion, and like I said, I think many other people will agree with me, it was just a really great way to play the game. Then Games Workshop released the Age of Sigmar version of a skirmish game called Warcry. Warcry got real popular really fast.
Okay.
It was different in that normally Warhammer games are you go, I go. I'm sorry, you have a full turn, I have a full turn. And you move, shoot, fight, and then I move, shoot, fight. You do all your things, and that's how the game is played. But something that's very popular in other skirmish games and either other tabletop games is alternating activations. You do a thing, I do a thing. You do a thing, I do a thing.
Okay.
They were starting to do this with Necromunda already. Warcry just opened up a whole new system of being able to do this. And people really like Warcry, really, really do. And so I don't know what the discussion was over there, but eventually they made Warcry for 40K, and that's Kill Team 21. And it is so much fun. It is so fast. It is lethal. And it isn't super hard to pick up. It's
even better than Kill Team 18.
Oh, 100%.
Really?
100%.
Wow.
Like, yeah.
I remember how high you were on Kill Team when it first came out a few years ago, and you were like, guys, Kill Team is the expletive deleted. And this new version is even better. Yeah,
I'm just bummed that I don't get to play it more because, COVID has been a thing.
It came out in the middle of COVID.
Yeah. But
wow.
But the few times that I've gotten to throw any dice or move things around, it's been like, oh, I gotta do this more. Okay. I want to play more.
So it sounds like, aside from something like maybe Mordheim, which I don't think is published anymore.
It's not.
Or Necromunda, which is being revitalized, but is maybe not quite where we want to head right now because not everything is out yet. They're still rolling things out. Is the box set even been released yet? The Necromunda.
Necromunda's box sets have been released since 2017.
Right, but the
but
new
Ash
Waste that they've just
that's an expansion to the game.
Oh, okay.
It's just an expansion. So like, here's the thing about, first of all, Mordheim is a great game. I have 2 sets of the rule book. I have all the expansions for that. I have all the magazines that were related to that. I have a binder with a printed out version of the living rule book, just so if somebody needs it, I've got access to it. I've got 6 different gangs for Mordheim. I love Mordheim, but you're right. It's out of print and it's very, very, very difficult to kind of find anything. There is a game that was released by another company whose name I don't remember called Frostgrave, which is basically Mordheim. Basically. The mechanics are slightly different, but it's basically Mordheim. Necromunda seems really, really cool. But Necromunda is as much of an investment as the regular game is, because they just keep releasing books and extra bits. Like, I have the rule book that was released with Dark Uprising, which was the new set that they did. It was like the second big release box. So like, the nice thing about Kill Team 21 is I can buy one book. I could just get my core rule book here.
Yeah.
And I'm good to go. Now, admittedly,
look at, you've got tabs in that. I see that. You tried to hide it off camera, but I saw.
Yeah.
Look at those tabs
for easy reference.
Yeah. Good on you.
Now
I can tell you're a producer.
Right. They also released the compendium, and this has all of the data sheets for all of the existing Kill Team models that are allowed to be played. So you can make this. Now, they also make bespoke Kill Teams.
Hang on now, friend. You said one book, and now you're pulling out all these others.
You can play with just that one book. They make other books with additional specialized teams that you can use. Now, some people will tell you that these bespoke books and these bespoke teams are significantly superior to the compendium teams. Is that true? Sure.
I don't know.
Sure it is. It is.
Really? But, objectively?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. 100%. 100%. But it also depends on how you're playing. Like, I'm not a competition gamer. I'm not a tournament guy. I don't go. I have judged at several back in the days when I was an outrider. And I've run some back when we used to have the game club back in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
But that has never been my cup of tea. So if what you want to do is just throw some dice and have fun with a couple squads of dudes, then as long as at least one of you has the compendium and you've got rules and you've got models, you're playing and you're good to go.
So it sounds like Kill Team 21 is what we're going with.
I think so.
Okay, so as a complete noob, I will preface all of this, and this is not for you because you know this. This is for anybody who might be watching this. I, along with you and our fellow old man Scott, started Warhammer 40,000 with the second edition. Correct. In 1997?
In 97, 98. It's actually really hard to remember.
But we bought the box set, which included Space Marines and Orcs. You took the Space Marines. I took the Orcs. So I have a full army of Orcs by default, because that was what the other thing was in the box, and we had split cost, if I remember correctly, on that. And so I have that. I have a bunch of orcs. They're already painted.
Yeah.
What I also have, however, the whole purpose of this project is an entire Tau box set.
Yeah.
The first one that they released, the introduction. This codex was included. Unpainted. This thing has to be like 15 years old by now, or older.
It's a little older than that. Yeah, actually, now I have to check the internet to see when it was released.
And maybe I checked is there a publication date here?
There should be, yeah.
Curtis, 2001.
Yeah, October 2001. October
2001 when this was released.
It's been 2 decades.
21 years. That box set is old enough to drink now here in the United States.
Congratulations, Tau box set.
Cheers to the box set of Tau. So here's my conundrum. I have that. I've had it. I've had it for 21 years. Just WTF, man.
Yeah,
it's been sitting unpainted.
That's a long time. I also bought that set, and I sold that set in 2006.
I need to get this thing painted. And you had said, oh yeah, with Kill Team, you can just use existing minis. It's not like you have to buy the Kill Team exclusive miniatures,
Correct.
Which they did release. There is a Tau Pathfinder Kill Team box set that you can buy for like $60.
Yeah.
And what's really cool about those is that every miniature is a unique sculpt.
Not really. It's the
awesome.
Tau Pathfinder box, and they added an extra sprue to customize.
But yeah, but you can
you can customize.
You can make all 12 like whatever units in your Kill Team. You can make them unique.
Yes.
It's not like I've got a floor full of orc boys here that all look identical, except I painted them differently. I gave them all, I colored their shirts different. But other than that, they're all
same pose, same.
They're all holding a choppa and a shooter.
Yeah.
Or slugga, actually.
Slugga. Yeah.
So I mean, but you can, I mean, if you've got the $60, go balls out, go get that thing, paint those dudes all different way, do your thing. That's great. But if you're like me, and for 21 years, you have had a Tau box set, the introductory box set, sitting in your closet, unpainted.
A boxed army.
This is an opportunity to get at least part of it painted.
And Dan,
so what do I do next?
If I'm not mistaken, there's also a full like Kroot squad in there.
Yes.
Kroot are their own kill team too.
Oh, I have two kill teams available to me then.
In that one box.
Oh, see? Okay. Now I'm jazzed. What do I need next? What do I do next? Okay, let's say I'm not gonna buy any of the Kill Team box sets that are available, the squads, because as awesome as they are, by the way, I looked at the link you sent me of the Orc Commandos.
Yeah.
They look so cool.
They are
Commando
really cool.
Grot, the Commando Grot with the Grot. Come on.
For you 40K folks that are watching this and seeing this and being like, we've known about the Commando Grot forever. Dan has been out of the game. Actively avoiding it. So
for a decade or more.
Was like the first time he had seen any of these things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I found, I'll probably take a photograph.
Yeah.
Because this isn't going to come through, but this is the very first orc I painted from that box set that we bought in the late 90s. The second edition box set. This is the Orc Sculpt. that came with it. You've got like a dozen of these or more, I think,
Yep.
of all the same sculpt.
That
with
was the plastic goth that was released.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
like 92. Yeah,
correct. And this is the one of that I painted. I bought other sets and I painted those, but this is the one of the original. And I have so much love for this miniature. It's okay in terms of my paint job. It doesn't look bad.
Right.
But I've done so much better jobs on other models that I have here. But this one, I can never get rid of this. This is my very first Warhammer Mini that I painted.
I kind of wish that I knew we were doing that, because I've got my OG Space Marines too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, from that first set.
Okay, but we're getting off track.
Off topic.
We're getting off track. What I want to know,
yes,
is if we're going to do a Kill Team 21.
Yes.
And I'm going to try to put together at least one kill team out of my existing inaugural Tau box set, army box set, that I have.
Yes, that thing.
Hashtag box set. What do I need now? What else do I need to be prepared to lose to you?
That
in person.
Okay, that's fair. Bearing in mind, I've only played 2 games, 2 full games.
Really?
Yeah.
That surprises me, because I know you've got that game space up there.
But I haven't been out.
Yeah,
I only got to play with our buddy Nelson, who is also a fan of the channel, who you've probably seen in the comments.
Oh, Nelson.
Yeah. Nelson's my kill team.
The Nelson that comments on just about every video that we put out.
Yeah. So
Nelson, if you're watching this, hello.
And
nice to meet you. Thank you so much for being a viewer,
Dan. And assuming that COVID is not, erupting with death again.
Yeah.
We can go play, and we'll go to Mock's boarding house.
Nice.
And we'll play in one of the. Anyway. Mox, go ahead and sponsor us. We'll bring Dan up. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, put a link to Mox in the doobly-doo.
Right, exactly. Mox, Guardian, we'll get them all covered. But if we're talking about just bare minimum, then you just need the rule book.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you would need. That's it.
But okay, great. Ping, bullet point, rule book.
Yeah.
There is a Tau Pathfinders rule book, like the army book. Like you just had one.
It's this one, right?
You had them in your hand. You own it. Of course, you already own it. Of course, you do.
Yeah, it's the Chalneth Kill Zone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Is that a Sister of Battle?
It is.
Wow.
So this came with 2 different armies. The Sister Novitiates. These are the trainee sisters. They're not full sisters of battle. These are not power armored individuals. They're fighting in robes with faith and pistols.
Jeez.
Yeah. And
so that book includes the rules for the Pathfinder Tau kill team.
Correct.
Why don't I need that?
Because your good friend Curtis has it.
But I don't have access to it personally. I can't sit here right now when we click end on this broadcast, and I cannot read that book and learn what's
we haven't signed
a
Games Workshop NDA yet. So the non-publicly available direct to you secret PDF of the pages in here, yes, you can have by the end of the day.
Does the core rule book have a Tau section?
No, that is one of the deficiencies of Kill Team 21 versus Kill Team 18. Kill Team 18 had everything in the book.
Okay.
Everything.
Does the book that you just had in your hands that has the Tau in it, does that include information about the core rules?
Not at all.
Okay.
It is just about the kill zone and the 2 kill teams that are available. It also included some supplemental rules that were specific to the terrain that came with that set, but those are optional rules. They aren't necessary. Some of them are neat. They're also kind of what's it called? Common sense stuff, like you can go down a hole if you're within a certain range of it, stuff like that. Little things.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So really what they've done with Kill Team 21 is they've created the core rule set that you can use with whatever army bits came with that original starter set, which was what?
Octarius, which was the Death Corps of Krieg, Imperial Guard, and the Orc Commandos. But even that was a separate, in the book, it came with a separate rule book similar to that Chalnath book, which is just the Octarius information.
Okay.
Yeah. And then they sold that compendium that I showed you earlier, which was all the rules, basically the back end of the Kill Team 18 book, who came as a separate book this time around.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, if Games Workshop wants to sponsor us, then and we sign that NDA, then you would have to buy the Chalnath book and the core rule book.
Which I would be fully willing to do.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to do, probably, because I like having books on my shelves. If you can see behind me, I have bookshelves.
Yeah.
I do enjoy books.
$100 investment without any discounts, although most local friendly game stores do offer a discount.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will wander down to, I have a game shop within like a mile and a half. So I will walk that direction one sunny afternoon and see what they have available without committing to any purchases just yet, except for the core rulebook. That I definitely need.
Now,
Kill Team 21 core book, which is what, 50?
55.
55. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So the Kill Team book, the rule book, and the Chalnath book are $100 put together.
Just the two books.
Just the two books.
$100.
$100.
Dang.
And you know what you can get for $99?
What?
You can get the new Kill Team starter set. Now, does it come with the full rule book? No, it comes with the mini version of the rule book. So it's a little bit tighter, more concise, but it gives you all the rules.
Okay.
Does it come with anything Tau? No. It comes with all the information for the models that it comes with, which are the Orc Commandos and the Death Corps of Krieg. It also comes with all the
comes with the Commandos? The Orc Commandos?
Yeah.
The full thing that you would get if you were to spend the $60 on the Orc Commandos box.
That is correct. That is correct.
And you have my attention.
It also comes with all the counters that you can use in the game. Now, admittedly, we wouldn't need two sets because I have a full set. I'll be able to bring those. It also comes with all the barricades. Again, I've got my full set all painted up in opposite colors, so you wouldn't need to have them, but and then it comes with all the measuring doodads because they don't use tape measures, although you can. They use these new measure devices now.
Not the whippy sticks that Arbiter Ian is such a fan of.
I still have my red whippy sticks too. You just nothing leaves a welt on your gaming partner like a red whippy stick.
Yeah.
It's just good times. So that being said, and since the Wadan does exist on your floor right now, I'm just saying, for $1 less than it would cost you to buy the full rule book and the Chalnath, you could have everything you need to play the game in one box. What we do?
So the Chalnath book. Okay, that's the one that has the Tau in it.
Yeah.
So what you are pitching to me is maybe not do the Tau quite so much yet, but go with the Orc Commandos because that's my armory. They're right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I could put together a commando squad that could fit quite well with the guys that are sitting on my floor.
Yeah.
That's your pitch.
I'm just tossing it out there. It's about the same amount of money.
Because really, it's probably something I would do eventually anyway.
Yeah.
And I don't have a commando squad for my Orc army.
And they're pretty dope. They're pretty
I
dope.
don't have that.
Yeah.
So the last Orc Codex I bought, and I have no clue what edition this is.
Oh, that is it hardcover?
No,
Then it's fourth.
it's a floppy.
Yeah.
4th edition.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah. I don't think you made it to 5th. I think
they're on 9th edition now.
Yeah. And we're probably
just came
close
out
to 10.
last year. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my
Because they
gosh.
go in like 3-year cycles, although I think they might go an extra year or two because of COVID. But right now, 9th is getting a little rule bulky. What I'm getting at, Dan, actually, is that since we have no ties to Games Workshop in any way, shape, or form, they are not currently sponsoring, contributing, or doing anything to the channel, although we're open to that. You could get the starter box.
Okay.
And a certain PDF could end up in your inbox that still allows you to create a Tau and a Kroot kill team for the summer.
But if I'm getting the starter box with the Orc Commandos in it already, I mean, might as well just.
I mean, I'm just saying, you got options.
I mean, I don't want, the term "stay in your lane" is I don't like it, but I've already got an Orc army.
Yeah, you do.
But what this does is that it pushes away that 21-year-old unpainted Tau box that's sitting, waiting,
that could really use
for somebody
to
use
just some brushing and painting,
come along and give it the attention it deserves.
Yeah.
You were meant to help me with this problem
today,
I know, and you've just made it infinitesimally worse.
I feel like I am helping.
I don't.
I'm helping, making it harder.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. What you're doing is just shining a light on the problems of the hobby, because
the possibility of it all.
We all want all the things because it's all really fun looking, and we all want to be a part of it in some way.
Let me share some things with you. So this is 3 different kill teams right here.
On one little styrofoam thing?
Yeah. I've got some Scions up here. I've got Schaefer's Last Chancers, and I've got my my personal favorite, the ones that are my current things, which are the Enforce. Oh, can I get light on that to make it so it happens here?
You'll have to take some photographs.
Yeah, I'll have to get
it's
pictures.
Not going to focus. You'll have to take some photographs, and I'll sweep them in.
Yeah, we'll sweep them in. So I turned the Enforcers. I really like Adeptus Arbites, which are like the federal police force of the Imperium. I really like them a lot. I always thought their design looked really cool.
Federal police force. They're like Judge Dredd.
They are actually 100%
inspired by
Judge Dredd. Yeah, because originally Games Workshop had the license to create Judge Dredd miniatures, and they made a game for Judge Dredd.
What?
Yeah, back in the 80s. And then they lost the license, but like, why not have a version of Judge Dredd in your super future like dystopia action game?
Sure.
So I always just really liked the look of the helmets and everything like that. And so when the Enforcers came out for Necromunda 2017, like I was hooked.
Yeah.
So I use them in my Astra Militarum army as veterans, so they can have shotguns and all that stuff. But in Kill Team, in order to play them the way I like to play them, they use the Adeptus Astartes scout rules. So they're still kind of human. They don't get the extra wounds and stuff that the Space Marines do. But they're just a little bit tougher, and they've got shotguns. And we write that off as they just use lots of stims. So they're just super drugged up when they go into battle. they just charge forward. And so they're my favorite. They're my go-to. And then and then you'll see them eventually, but I've got two different kill teams of Space Marine Reavers. We'll get some pictures of those. And so that's 2 5-man squads of that. I've got Tempestus Scions, which are the stormtroopers, the new stormtrooper models. And I'm also working on my Gene Stealer cult Wormblade kill team. And these are the guys that I'm trying to finish up. So the real question is, what do I try and finish in our little time here? I still have, I've only finished 2 out of the Wormblade, and the Wormblade is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 models. So I think that's probably my goal, is to finish these Wormblade that I've got over here on my station, and I'll take a picture of that, so we got to pop that in.
The unfinished, and then we can swoop in a before and after at the end of the series. I've got like their main colors down, but got a lot of work to do. Probably take me all 4 weeks to be able to do it. But when we actually play, we will have a variety of different kill teams we'll be able to try. So we'll be able to do more than one. We'll be able to try a bunch. So I'm going to go for the starter set. Which includes the rule book. And the Orc Commandos, plus the Krieg Death Corps Imperial Guard, or what are they called? Astra Militarum now? Yeah, they're called Astra Militarum, but people our age still call them the Imperial Guard. Yeah. So I think I'll go that route. Damn it. Yeah, I mean, like you said, if I wanted to do the Tau, I would have to get the core rule book and then the Tau book, which would be $100. And if you're going to spend it anyway, for basically that amount, I can get the orcs, which I would get eventually anyway. And all the game aid stuff. All the game aid stuff comes in that too. Right. The markers and terrain and the board. Right. Okay. Geez. So it is, as of right now, it is 6:45 on Saturday, May 21st. Correct. Do we need to do weekly check-ins? But I feel like we need to do a weekly check-in to see how we're doing. To keep accountability. We need to be accountability buddies. With this. 100%. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. You're going to get here in whenever you say a month-ish, and you're going to be like, hey, I'm here with the thing. And we'll be like, wait, what? I still haven't finished my YouTube series on Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, which I'm really enjoying, by the way. Oh boy, man. Do I walk? Okay. The store's open till 10. I could get there tonight if I really. Okay. So when are we checking in? I think we should check in next Saturday night. Next Saturday, we'll check in. And we need to make sure we small videos during the week of like progress and how things are going. After, like, right now, I will say where I'm at, and that is 2 complete models. One that was my test model from over a year ago, and I just finished the leader model. And then everybody else needs detail work. So I do have an advantage on you as far as like actual getting some stuff done. You really do, because at least you have a concept in mind already. You already have the minis, they're primed and ready to go. You have a painting station set up. My painting station is literally under an inch of dust in the corner. I'm gonna have to clean all that off, see how many of the paints are still viable and usable. Now, a couple of years ago, I did buy a box of Army Painter. Oh yeah, I love Army Painter. And
Yeah.
I did, you know, and then like things happened and I stopped being able to use any of it. So I just put it all in the closet. So it's just been sitting, and I'm hoping I secured everything and capped everything properly, so everything is still viable. I'm hoping. Otherwise,
If it was dark and cool and actually sealed, those paints should still be good.
I hope. I hope.
You can use water to reactivate 99% of them.
Mm-hmm.
If you really want to get super fancy about it, you can use something like Liquitex matte medium. And this is basically what paint is without pigment. So, so all you do is add this back in and stir it up. Do like 50% this, 50% water. This is like, you can get a $9 bottle, which is half the size of this, and it's probably more than you'll ever need.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
probably available at any hobby shop.
Any hobby shop.
I would imagine.
Any hobby shop. Yeah.
Okay. What's it called? Liquitex?
Liquitex matte medium.
Matte medium. Are there multiple Liquitexes?
Yeah, you're going to find glossy medium, ultra matte medium. In the end, you just need
matte medium.
Matte medium. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Except for your metallic paints. Those tend to either survive or don't, though. Like I have this bottle of mithril silver from the 90s.
Oh, wow.
And I've been using this same mithril silver since the kitchen table in the apartment in 1997.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. That's impressive.
Every once in a while, I just add like 3 drops of water out of my eyedropper, and there's still like a third of this bottle left.
How do you don't paint things silver?
This is a really bright silver. So this is like a top.
It's highlight. A highlight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, it's a final highlight. I've still got this old chainmail from when we still used bolter bottles. And so this stuff, these bottles are kind of crap. Games Workshop does not put a lot of effort into making sure that they seal anymore the way they used to.
Well, you just lost our sponsorship opportunity.
Look, they're going to ask me to sign an NDA eventually. I got to get it out while I can. So these Cote d'Armes bottles, these would seal forever. I remember these tabs would break off.
Right, me too.
Before the paint would dry inside.
Yes.
So it was. And now these new bottles that they've got are fine. But most professional painters like to use the dropper bottles. I'm just not that particular.
And those are the bottles that I've been seeing on Instagram now. There is a group of gamers who are turning those into miniatures.
Yes.
There's like, it's called like the paint pot challenge or something. I don't know. Where they're like turning what is this all about?
I don't know. It's on the Instagrams. I don't participate because I don't have any empty bottles. But you just make a monster or a creature or something out of the used paint pot.
All right. I discovered it only because there's a guy that I follow on Instagram via books. Like my involvement with books again. This is the books. And he is also a 40K gamer, and he posts a lot under the account is Red Star 40K, I believe, and he has been posting about this. So that's how I learned about it, and I thought that was goofy and fun. And anyhow, okay, so I will check in with you again next Saturday. I will have good. Okay. Yeah. Jacob's a good guy. And I will have acquired a Kill Team 21 starter set.
Nice. We should probably do an unboxing of that too. Because a lot of people have talked about the Octarius box. They've talked about the other Killzone boxes. I don't think I've seen anybody do a starter set box. And if somebody has, and you've seen a good unboxing of that, add it in the comments so we'll take a look at it so that we can be better.
Yes. You're speaking to viewers, not to me.
Correct. Yeah.
At this moment.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Curtis, thank you.
It's my pleasure.
For your guidance. Once again, Loremaster 40K Loremaster Curtis.
I'm just happy to be able to drag you back kicking and screaming into this hobby that's going to take up more money in your time than you probably want to spend on it.
I need to get out there and just head over to my hobby shop, see what kind of thing they're doing, go in there and see if anybody doing kill team, is anybody doing 40K. I need to get my wheels turning again because they are old and creaking.
I get it. This is a
right
great way
now.
to start, because not only part of what I really love about this game is that I don't need to make a full army of anything. So I can try out a lot of different things. Yeah, it's just really neat. I've got the Rogue Trader sets that came out for Old Kill Team. And yeah.
What are the Rogue Trader sets?
Maybe this is something for one of our future episodes.
Oh, you do expletive deleted.
Yeah. Yeah.
You.
Or I could just tell you now.
No games.